And on that note, I have the Matthew McConaughey tequila.
That's a good deal.
All right. It is terrible.
Matthew McConaughey has tequila?
Yeah, and it's called pantalones, which just means pants.
But Matthew McConaughey is known for getting high. Why would he make a tequila?
I don't know, but it's not good.
Well,
Apparently it's horrible.
What do you expect it to be?
What do you want? Pick up those up for a second.
I would not expect it.
Matthew McConaughey's tequila doesn't taste good. Wow, I'm surprised.
No, it's not good. And the lady was like, "It's better than Casamigos," and I was like, "No, all right, I'm getting it. It's better than Casamigos. I'm getting it." And I was like, "All right." And then it really is.
Jen, quick question.
Apparently it's a letdown.
Did this lady happen to be middle-aged and white?
No. No.
Did she look clean?
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, well then that takes all of it. Hey, middle-aged white women ride hard for Matthew McConaughey because they're generally high also. Okay? Don't ask them about alcohol. Ask them where to get the special brownies.
Right.
Ask them where to get the special brownies. That's what you ask them about.
Yes.
You ask them where the good sales are.
Hey, can I use
Who
that?
has the best happy hour and where the special brownies are.
No.
He's got a ton of soy sauce.
I know, but we don't have any over here. Oh, I don't have a cup.
Oh my gosh, my flowers.
So everybody wish Jen a marvelous happy birthday.
Yeah, 45 seconds.
5 seconds. But y'all remember, I put it up.
She is a bustling 39 years old.
I would never.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just messing. What more soy sauce?
That's damn. And that's fucking good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Afternoon,
It is surprisingly good.
Wow.
Sam's Club soup is surprisingly good.
Yes.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be on camera with us today. She's fabulously 39. She's, there she goes.
Who's 35?
39. I told everybody to wish you a happy birthday, and you were all off camera not paying attention.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
Everybody's fucking house.
I'm not. Hold on.
Working at the house.
Hold on. People are talking to me. How do you feel turning 25? Infernal. That's rude. 25.
Yes, please.
Yeah, first of all, you went from knocking us to
When
and
my
fro
feelings hurt this morning.
up against the backyardigans to now we're just getting neck at pause. Again,
Weird.
that's intentions when I say things.
Woo. That's the Wonder Pet.
Hey, go get the
It is, isn't it?
We made our kids Wonder Pet capes.
Sit down and enjoy yourself. It's your birthday.
There were 4 of them. All the kids in the house had a Wonder Pet cape. My mom made them.
I do.
So many ways we could
No,
go
he
with
doesn't
this.
drink. He can't
No,
drink.
I don't drink.
I'm just kidding. I can pour some water in there for you and just hang out with
You want me to put some Heineken
I
Zero?
feel like there's so much going on.
Oh,
No,
that
you
sounds
know
good.
what? Let me get a Heineken Zero for him to pour in there. Yeah, you can do one.
A Heineken Zero.
Yes, Heineken Zero because I don't drink.
And I don't drink Heineken. So there you go.
That's how you play it
Yes.
off.
Just have an iced tea off the island. Have a
Wipe it off.
have a short island iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, my mind is such a wonderland.
Both.
THC.
Both.
Yes.
Such
We're in both.
Party I did with the THC.
So
the older gentleman.
what she's talking about is bringing me a THC drink, and I just had one, and it is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. With the THC drink, catch a little buzz on.
Mhm.
Oh.
So
He drank that whole
Make a
glass.
pillow a fucking rice.
all I'm waiting now is for it to kick in. It's going to kick in any second.
Hey, Lucky's up.
Hold on.
Any second now.
Gilby.
Well, 1 second, we're doing it.
Wait, I need a cup. I need a cup. I need a cup.
We got
All right.
birthday.
Willie's.
Happy birthday.
To good
Thank you.
friends. Something like a reunion. We love y'all.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday, baby!
Happy birthday.
Don't forget, the more you drink, the more Japanese I'll be feeling.
That's pretty good.
What kind of sake is
That's pretty fucking
Why
good.
is that delicious?
Oh my God, that is
Will.
good.
Yeah.
You can't have that.
That's not for you.
Oh, that's good. That's Willie. What's that?
Willie
That's
Nelson.
Willie Nelson. THC thingy, whatever.
Okay, that makes sense. Willie Nelson and THC. Okay, that makes sense. McConaughey and
Taylor.
what was it? Tequila, Nona. That does
Yeah,
not make sense.
not too much. That don't make too much sense.
And I've had some pretty good.
That's a Tenono.
And then that's a curry.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Hold on.
Alrighty, well,
What about
Well, hold on.
I just got my way.
Hold on to
He told me I needed a hair tie because I was gonna have to light something on fire.
Right.
well, I've got
All right, cool.
this one is.
God damn it, Colonel.
Am I the asshole for being a re-gift shamer? My family does a gift exchange drawing each year for Christmas. We all reach into a bowl and pull out a name on a slip of paper. That is the person for whom we are to buy a gift for the big Christmas get-together. I honestly hate this ritual as it is a bundle of stress to find something for someone you barely know, but we do it because the family always has. In 2019, I drew the 60-year-old husband of my great aunt. I knew he and my great aunt were very well off and really neither wanted nor needed anything. I knew also that the budget we had for gifts of $50 max was not going to get him anything within his or her taste level. Since he did a lot of driving for his work, I found him a rather expensive set of tools to keep in his car trunk should he need them. He opened them during the party, seemed appreciative, and thanked me. This past Christmas, I saw my gift was from my great aunt. When I opened it, I immediately recognized the tool set. Wow. I immediately recognized the tool set I had given him 3 years before. Even the tape I had put on part of a torn label was there. I paused, broke into a big smile, and excitedly exclaimed that this was incredible, as when I bought her husband a set 3 years ago, I had wanted to get a set for myself as well, but the store had told me the set was discontinued and no longer available. Ooh, the shade, the pettiness. I gushed that she must have gone to a lot of trouble to find one just like the one I gave him 3 years ago. Yes, I mentioned giving him a set 3 years ago many times. I then made a big show of running over, hugging her, and saying thank you. She and he just had odd smiles frozen on their faces. See, my great aunt has a reputation, whispered behind her back, of being incredibly cheap and regifting most of what she receives. Why do y'all include them in the gift exchange then? All the relatives had just witnessed me make a big production out of this one instance. My mom later took me aside and chastised me for what I did, as my great aunt was visibly embarrassed and had left very soon after the gift exchange. I just looked at her and innocently said asked what I did that was wrong by thanking her for a gift I really wanted. So was I out of line? Here's the thing. If they're not using any of the gifts, like clearly it wasn't open and they're giving it to other people, just don't include them.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Like,
because they're not even paying attention to
yeah, to who they got it from. Just turn around and give it right back to somebody who gave it to you. That's wild work. That's 3 years too. That's crazy to hold on to it that long.
And you know what? I was vexed one Christmas when I got a gift. And I was like, wow, this person really let me know what they think of me because it hurt my feelings. Everybody knows I love the color pink. I love, love, love the color pink. So I was
Yep.
gifted a pink towel set. I was so excited. It was a really pretty pink towel set. It was a little rough, but I was like, I'll wash it. I don't know when they bought it and wrapped it. Well, it was in a gift bag with tissue paper and stuff. So I was like, I don't know, how long they've had it in here. It disintegrated in my washing machine.
Oh wow. Fell apart.
I was just like, oh wow, you hate me.
Oh, right.
Like I could laugh about it now, but I was just like, oh, you how long have you had this towel? Like, what made you remember that you had this towel set? Like, what are we doing here? But
Right.
I don't like I can understand if you used it. Like I've had people use a gift or get a gift from me and they go, oh, this isn't exactly what I meant. Like somebody trying to tell me what they wanted and I've missed the mark on the gift. Fair enough. We figured out how for me to replace the gift or whatever. I've even had people go, oh, I thought this was what I wanted. I use it. I don't like it. Here, you can just have it. Use it. No harm, no foul. Things like that. And I've done that with people. But baby, you couldn't remember that I gave that to you.
Right. that's
Sabrina
that's what I'm stuck at. Like, damn, you didn't even remember who you got it from? Huh?
They never you like the tape is still oh.
Everything's
Like,
exactly
all,
as it was 3 years before that. That's
right?
crazy.
And can we break the cycle of chastising people? Like, stop letting people be horrible to other people. Like, oh, okay, so y'all are talking about this woman behind her back, which I loathe doing that. If you feel like somebody's
Yep.
whatever you feel about somebody, let them know. I'm not saying you got to pull them out to the town square and tell them in front of everybody, but what is like you're complaining that this person hasn't changed in 20 years, but you ain't told them what they need to change.
Right.
And you're chastising one person that's like, please stop doing it. Like this is getting ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At least added dust bunnies if they're gonna give it back. Right. So it's like, do they have just like a room where they just immediately take all the peasant gifts? Like this is how I picture it. Like, oh Donald, do you see what Rachel gave us? We'll put it in the peasant gift chest. And do you have a gift exchange coming up? We can give it to one of the peasants. Like that's how I picture it going.
Exactly.
Like, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think they should be excluded from the whole tradition. Think of another way to do it without them, some way or something, because it's quite obvious. And they're already hard to buy for too. Like they already have everything they could need and want. Like you add that into the factor,
again, just don't include it. Now, Tracina, there was myself and a group of neighbor friends of mine that we had a gift exchange where the rule was you could not buy anything. You had to go through your house and look at stuff, and if you had not used it, and I think it was like 5 years at the time, then you could put it in a pile and then determine who you wanted to re-gift it to. And it was a really cool way for us to keep our homes decluttered. And we were broke at the time. Like, we're talking like, we were in like our second adult residences. Okay. We had no money like that. Like, we weren't in the starter apartment, but it was still
you were barely out of it.
Right. So that was cool. And honestly, a lot of things that I still have to this day came from that gift exchange. And baby, listen, and it was a lot of stuff, baby. But let me say this. I love my brothers, okay? And I got one brother who, for some godforsaken reason, thinks that he needs to buy me clothes. I wish he would stop. I, Jesus Christ. Have I tried to
Like, please
make
don't buy
some of
me
these
anything else.
monstrosities work? Yes. And I feel bad because he spends a pretty penny. Because he's like, oh, my sister's bougie. Yeah. But the shit be ugly. Like there was one dress that was so atrocious. I put it on, did the best that I could, took a picture and put it on Facebook. And I know you're thinking, Taz, if it's so bad, why would you put it on Facebook for the public? Facebook doesn't have an algorithm, for real, okay? It's based upon mutual contact. Like the likelihood of some random person. So yeah, I was just like, let me put it up there so he could see that I wore the dress. I regifted that bitch so quick. Oh, I
Right.
regifted that book. I should find it and put it over on my Patreon because it was. And I know my mama put me in some questionable stuff back in the day. And before somebody, you didn't have to wear what your mama wore. Do you not see me? I'm black. Yes, I did. Okay, if I would have told that woman what I wasn't gonna wear, y'all would have never met me. Okay, I'd have been had a funeral. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh,
That part. Yeah, I'm not
Infernal,
gonna
I'm gonna
whoop.
find it.
Get your ass whooped.
Yeah, Infernal, I'm gonna find it. It was that bad. It was so many patterns in one dress. No, nobody made it. Yes, it was sold in a department store, a high-end department store. I checked. I went to said department store, whole rack of them, whole rack of them. And the sales lady was like, "Yeah, we just got a new shipment in." Meaning, multiple people were buying this. So he talked
Right.
to a personal shopper, told this person about me, and because they're like, "Oh, she likes fashion," blah blah blah. I
And
told
it
you I
was
had a
not
sibling
it.
that was, I told you I had a sibling that was a Republican. That's him. Miserable ass trad wife too.
Mm-hmm.
Trad wife that just got sent back to work. Lord Jesus, so funny.
They're gonna be crashing out
I
at their job.
yes, you're seeing a new shipment. I was just because I was curious, like, how did he find this? Yeah, that's now keep in mind these we're just gonna clear out this. I told you I just copied and pasted them all into one long note in my iPad because I know
Nope.
y'all out there in radio land and social media land, y'all say y'all like me. With the stuff y'all send me, it makes me question.
He's like, I don't know about some of y'all sending me some of this shit. Like, you must not like me. There's no way. No way.
Jesus
The proof is
Christ.
in the pudding, and the pudding says some of this shit ain't sticking, okay?
It just ain't. And that's why I said I started reading some of these, and I was like, I need to stop because if I keep reading them, I'm not gonna be able to keep my word. I'm gonna just start tossing them.
I got one
Okay,
here.
so go ahead.
Am I the asshole for not bringing her to my dad's funeral? All right. So I've been
Depends on who
estranged from
her
my
is.
family. I've been estranged from my family ever since I've moved out and haven't talked to them in 7 years. But recently, my brother got in contact with me online and told me our father passed away and that I should be there for the funeral they were having. I really didn't want to go, but I ended up deciding to go in the end since it wasn't going since I wasn't going to stay the whole week and just attend the actual funeral, talk to some family and leave. When my girlfriend asked where I was going, I just told her I needed to handle some family bullshit and it wouldn't be long. But now that I've come back, and since she kept asking me about it, I was more honest. And this time I told her about the
In the
funeral.
comment section, if you want Gilbert to catch a shrimp in his mouth. Oh, oh shit.
Let's do it.
God damn it. I just volunteered myself for some shit. You have to catch a shrimp.
Oh, there's things that's muted, but they're not muted.
Oh,
That's
we're about
funny.
to have some party games going on.
Oh my God.
Fuck it up. Fuck it
So
up.
she kept asking about it, and I was more honest about it this time and told her about the funeral. Now she's angry at me saying,
Hold on.
now she's angry at me and saying it wasn't okay to keep such a big issue to herself and keep such a big issue from her that I was going through. And I should have asked her if she wanted to come with me to the funeral. But I don't see the big deal with me just going to this alone and think she's overreacting. So am I the asshole for not taking her along with me? I don't think so. I think maybe the girlfriend is not really overreacting. Like I understand where the girlfriend's coming from, that you're going through a big thing, but that's just the appearance to the girlfriend, to the person who it actually happened to. They're like, I'm not real cool with my family anyway. I didn't want to fucking bring my girlfriend because I didn't know what would happen, and like I didn't think it was that big a deal. It's just a funeral for my father, but you know, like they were nonchalant about that. So I don't know. I don't think they're the asshole.
No, plus you don't know the.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't take a date to a funeral.
Right.
If they
Maybe
haven't met you,
they're
I
the
wouldn't
asshole
take
for
them.
not being like completely honest about the whole thing. But other than that, like,
Yeah,
you know, yeah, you don't have to bring a date
I'm
everywhere you go.
I am very iffy when it comes to funerals. I'm the type of person, I don't tend to take people with me outside of relatives to funerals.
Right. It's a very solemn event.
Mine is more for a selfish reason. And mine is very, very selfish. I don't want to have to deal with you while I'm trying to deal with my emotions. And more than likely, my children, even though my children are adults, I'm still their mother, and when they're emotional, they still lean on me. I don't want to have to be responsible for introducing you to people, explaining stuff.
Exactly.
But okay, got nothing. What?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could have told the girlfriend and been like, "I'm going to handle this. It's some bullshit. I know it's a death. Don't look at me different.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to know these people. So why you want to? It's like her insecurities. She probably thinks that, oh, he's just saying that because he's going to cheat. Girl, just ask for the obituary. Like, stop.
Right. Yeah.
If somebody is going to cheat, and if they're willing to say that somebody died in order for them to cheat, baby, karma is on their ass. Just let it go.
Right. Right.
Karma. I like when one of my closest friends passed away. There were a multitude of people that were like, I'll go with you for please don't. Please don't. And even
we don't even make this a big event.
I sat away from other people in our core group. And they understood. I needed to say goodbye, but I needed to just be by myself and not be responsible for anybody else's feelings or emotions, and not have to think about somebody else.
Right.
And I think people forget that when you're going to a funeral, especially when if I'm the quote unquote plus one and I know no one there, and out of etiquette, there are people be like, oh, well, who you got over there? Yeah, that's not the time for people to be trying to focus on my comfort.
Right.
I'm cool. I'm not missing nobody because I don't know none of y'all. I mean, I don't know. Like,
right.
Yeah, chillax. Like, I could understand if it's like, oh, their sister or brother is getting married, and the OP, the girlfriend and the sister or the brother all hung out together. Yeah, that's a little weird. You're not gonna take me to that?
Right.
All right.
I agree.
One, and I had to. Yeah, that's what that is. That is again. What is wrong with y'all? Why do y'all? I think it's. I think it's because I told y'all I spent so much time in the library. Oh, in September, y'all. Going to do my best to start making the rounds to different cool little niche coffee houses up here, and
Mm-hmm.
to the libraries to let y'all see what's what. Probably not this week, but not this week coming up, the following week, weekend. I'm going to go to the Obama Library because I'm going to finally get an official Chicago library card. Y'all know that's a big thing for me, but I want the commemorative Obama library card. And yes, I
Mm-hmm.
know that's bad. Leave me alone. There's always somebody come in the comment section trying to take a tinkle on my parade. I am Gen X. I come from the whoop you with an extension cord era. All right, it says, this is one of those somebody put a title on. The girlfriend dared to menstruate. Why? Okay, here we go. Whew. So, my 24 female boyfriend, 28 male, is really protective over his furniture. I assume it's because they're white. This really shows when I'm on my period. My boyfriend does humiliating things like placing sheets on all of the chairs and lounges. I feel like if I were to leak, I'd just leak through the sheets anyway. It makes me sleep in the guest bedroom on the first 2 days of my period, my heaviest days. And then he even asked me about when the last time I changed my tampon. Who did he grow up next to? Who did he grow up with? A free
It could be
feeder?
me.
What the?
There's so much
What the?
wrong
Like,
already. There's so much wrong
who?
already.
My question is, who are the women in his family, and what are their habits on cycle? Because to me, it's, and I'm not justifying it for him, but for me, it sounds like he grew up around a lot of people who just. And I know some people that are like, oh, I just need one pad a day. How's your Clit biscuit not falling off?
I'm screaming.
When I heard that once, oh, and I was in class with this
Because
person.
like I'm already uncomfortable thinking about it. Like so am I. So am
Yeah,
I.
because
No.
I was in class with this person, and unprovoked, they told me, and it was in a speech class in college. Those y'all that been around for a while, me and my college buddy, you know, the college buddy, looked at each other because he used to bring me snacks to help him out. You ever see somebody start to open a bag of chips and then close it and with their hands press it like it's gonna reseal the bag?
Right.
That's what.
Damn.
Because I was just like, we weren't even talking about that, ma'am. Why did you? Mm-mm. Nope. That I'm a grown woman who has had her period since the age of 12. I don't need somebody to remind me to change a tampon. I'm going to say, because the only time I guess you could say I had a leak was my very first one. And it could have been an embarrassing moment, but I was with two friends and I was just across the street from my house, had no idea that I was old enough or mature enough for that to happen. And yeah. The only
That
reason we knew
Flake
was
probably
because
came
of
home with
the
you.
Baby girl, baby, you have my
color
tops.
of my shirt.
You have to sit down, my
Well,
love.
color of my shorts.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. When
Right
he
here,
does
baby.
this, I feel embarrassed, and it gives me the vibe that he cares more about
Brandon, I need
materialistic
your help. I
objects
don't know how
than
to
me.
use your phone.
Oh.
I am not even allowed to cuddle him during my period. He acts like I'm just gushing like a waterfall or something. I started my period yesterday,
You want me
and
to make you
as
another one?
expected, the sheets come out.
Okay.
I decide to put my foot down, and I take all of the sheets off the furniture,
Oh my God, look at
which
this
my
fucking zit on my goddamn face. That's offensive.
which got my
Okay.
boyfriend irritated. To which I told him that he needs to stop treating me like a leaking juice box.
No, but
He
all
says
right.
that he's saying that I have no right to prevent him saying that I have no right to prevent him from keeping his expensive furniture clean and that I'm the one acting like a jerk. I need to know, am I the asshole?
And she needs to leave his immature ass having no idea what a period is, how to act while someone's on their period. Like, he's just doing the most. He's being extra for no reason whatsoever. Because women are not out here just staining up couches and shit like that. We don't do that. Like, I don't understand.
Outside of the free bleeders, which free bleeders, stop inviting people over to your house when you're free bleeding. Actually, stop inviting people over to your house, period. But here's the thing. My mother had white furniture for a while. And my nemesis decided to buy white furniture to copy it. But for the longest time, she would only let certain people at certain times sit on that furniture. It was white leather furniture, right? And it wasn't that she didn't trust that they could handle their bodily fluids or that was going to link in. Certain dyes, certain fat, it's going to rub off.
Yeah.
Like over the years, you could tell, like, shocker, my mom, when she sat on the couch, always sat in a particular spot. Well, there was a white recliner that she had. My dad had his lazy boy, she had hers. 2 different rooms because he was a TV. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just had a realization. Dear God. In certain aspects, I've turned into my mother and he is my father. Oh dear God.
Damn.
Oh boy. Okay. Wait a damn minute. Shit. Oh, okay. So my dad would sit in his recliner, in his lazy boy, and he would watch sports TV, westerns. He's the movie guy. Like, oh dear God. Okay. And my mom had her leather recliner that was next to stereo system, and she had her headphones, and she would sit there. Well, she had this this bathrobe. My mom's favorite color was the color of her coffee, like a brown, like how this coffee looks, if y'all can see, like a light brown. So that was the color of it. When my mom got too sick to be able to go into the living room and sit in her recliner and listen to her music, and I would take her headphones and everything into the back room for her, I started to notice, you could see from over the years the dye had seeped into the leather. He's worried about blood, baby. Baby, you're a man with man friends. There's other bodily fluids you should be worried about. Okay? You don't know all the bodily fluids you walk through with your shoes, your outdoor shoes when you come in the house. Like, And I bet you he's the type of person that has no problem with hosting movie nights and trivia nights and having people with all sorts of snacks and stuff on the couch. She should make him a little plastic cover for it.
Right. Something. But he was doing too much. We want to act up only while she's having her period and tell her she can't sit on certain furniture and put sheets on everything. I'd have had to ask, like, knock him the fuck out. Me and him would have been fucking elbow deep into some fucking blows.
First of all, I
real
wouldn't
quick.
have lasted that long. I wouldn't have lasted that long with him. Like, first of all, now, those who know me know I would have sat down and had a conversation the first time this popped up. Like, who have you been around that this has been a problem?
Right.
Do you want me to base everything off of what I've endured with other people? Like, do you want me to come in and learn how you do things and things like that? Or do you want me to assume because I grew up with this or I once knew this person who did this? And if that was not productive, then I'm going to be gone. What you mean? I got to go into a whole nother bedroom and baby, it's still, first of all, you're worried about having to clean up the mess. You're still going to have to. Just because it's in another room, you're still going to have, and he's using sheets. It's not like he's getting towels or a big comforter or a pillow for her to sit on. A sheet?
Right.
I have had fevers that have caused me to drench. Like, you could wrench it out. Sheets. And I'm not like a huge, like, perspiration person. There are times that I wish that I was. Not gonna lie, sometimes it looks like a good sweat is very refreshing.
Right.
A good sweat for. But But I wonder, like, the women he grew up around, like, what was going on in that house? He needs therapy. Sounds like he might have an issue with cleanliness from child. Yeah, that's I wonder, and this is what I say. I have when I first learned about free bleeders, my mind immediately went to the younger people in their lives and what that could
Mm-hmm.
potentially do to them, because I remember, um, was it I don't know. I don't know if it was a dental procedure or a minor surgery. I don't remember what it was, but I remember they gave my mama Vicodin. That woman was stoned out of her mind. Okay? It was funny, but then it wasn't funny. And I had a project that I had to work on with two people from school. And baby, listen, I didn't want them in the house. I knew what was going on with my mother. I knew that I shouldn't be embarrassed by that. And it wasn't like she was doing anything overtly bad.
Right.
My mother was a nut, okay? High off of the Vicodin. She reverted back to her like 12, 13-year-old self. So she was snitching on us kids. Okay, she was convincing us to like
Everybody.
sneak cook. Like she was like, "You want some snacks? We got some snacks, blah blah blah," in the pantry. And in our mind, this is our mother, not realizing this is our mother on Vicodin. She said we could have these things. Like, "Oh, go get this out the kitchen." Dad walk in the room. Who got this? She did. Whoa, 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 whoa. She would just be laughing and giggling, and because I didn't realize that shit, we essentially the same age at this point, ma'am. But I didn't want to bring anybody home. So could you imagine your aunt, your mom, your grandmother being a free bleeder and you don't know it's her time of the month and you done already asked to bring your friend home after school?
Oh, now you know.
Right. So that was my first mind, like these poor kids. And then the smell, because I'm like, I know y'all were not properly treating this furniture or getting the proper fabric to be able to do this. And not enough people are teaching their daughters or uterus bearers how to clean blood. Now,
Right.
because of my leg, well before I had a cycle, I was taught how to clean up blood. Because have I taken some tumbles where I've scraped myself and gotten blood on a shirt, a skirt, things? Yes. So in a pinch, how to clean it out, because a lot of times I didn't want to go completely change clothes. Explaining a little water spot or something was a lot easier as a child for me than completely changing my clothes because I
Right.
fell and got a bump, bruise, or whatever. You know, as kids, if I changed my clothes, you peed on yourself. I did not. Like,
Right.
but you couldn't convince a kid you didn't. They see you in the classroom at 8 o'clock in jeans and a t-shirt. 8:15. No more jeans and a t-shirt. Like, you peed, didn't
They
you?
think
I did not
anything.
wear
They
your
just start
clothes.
making shit up.
Right. And the school I went to, if you change, you had to go to the office to change clothes. They kept your other set of clothes until after school, and then you got it and you left. Because we didn't really have like lockers and stuff at that school. So anything extra, that's where it went.
Yep.
So it wasn't like I could be like, see, look at my clothes. They're in the office. Like, I'd rather explain that. So yeah, because I've heard people like, oh, if you soak it in hot water, my brother and sister in Christ, do not. No hot water and blood, please. Cold water. Actually, put ice on it first. And if you can crush the ice with a little bit of salt, put that on it first. And I know the true crime girlies are going to understand where I got that from. But absolutely, oh no, but the sheet, this it's really messing me up that he's using what sheets? And he's asking her, and see what's really getting me is that he's asking how often she changes her tampon. Who did that? Who did that to him?
I don't
Okay,
know, but
boyfriend,
I
you
wish
need a
Antoine would
whole.
try some shit with me. He'd be knocked out so quick. It's not even funny.
I, uh, oh no. Oh no.
Like, who hurt that man?
No. The most I would get from him is, are these those snacks or are these community snacks? That's his big question. Like, are these snacks with a purpose? Or these like snacks for the house? So I will get that. He's a very smart man. Was his dad monitoring his mom or sister's tampon usage? What's up? Hey, yeah, that's a good question, Tristina, because that's odd. Like, because I have two daughters and I wasn't even on theirs like that.
Right. Like, we,
I was like, there was like when they first started getting theirs. I know that I overbought, but I mean, can you really overbuy with that? Because I wanted to make sure they had them in their purse and their backpacks. There was enough in the bathroom because
right.
at this
Make sure
point
they
in the
never
game,
run out of a tampon or a pad ever.
yeah, I knew my preference on what to use. I had a handle on, my days. I knew that they were figuring it out. And I told them like, look, do not feel bad. Just use what you feel you need to use. I can't tell you if you need 10 a day, 20 a day. Use what you feel. Like as long as you're comfortable, I don't care. Um, but oh child. Mm-mm-mm.
Pulling sheets out
Oh
and stuff.
Lord.
How insulting.
Yeah,
Doing the
and see,
most.
and then now the ladies with the period panties, and nope, they're not what y'all think. No pad, no nothing. They just, and I'm like, so how do you just going the whole day with that? I would feel slushy. I would I would feel
I
like
would
I
too.
would feel like every I would feel like, okay. I feel like
Cause
every
like I'm
time I would
curious
walk.
how these period panties work. 'Cause I feel like I would be uncomfortable after the first gush. Like, what's
Yeah,
going on?
I feel like when you walk, it would just be like I feel like people would
Yeah.
just hear and because I don't hear very well, and that's in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
I would just be looking
Cause
up like they can hear
okay,
me
here
walk.
I have literally sat down and practiced breathing real soft because I have a fear that if anyone ever broke in the house, they'd find me quick because I breathe too loud. Because I
Yeah,
can't hear
I've done that
myself
too.
breathing.
Last
I always
night,
had that fear when I was a kid. Like,
I'm gonna
anybody
I'm
ever broke in
sitting
the house, they come to get me first because they can hear me breathing.
there.
I wouldn't be able to
So last
hide.
so last night I was sitting in the bed, right, and I had a thought. Now, no shocker to anyone. I have snacks on my side of the bed. He has snacks on his side of the bed, right? I'm sitting there and I'm like, get a thought. So I start practicing how to, as silently as I think I am. Here is
Mm-hmm.
how I think, because I don't have a gauge for what actually makes it sound or not. Like I need to be silent with snacks because my thought was like, yeah, if somebody comes in, because I practiced the trying to quiet my breathing, and then it dawned on me
Mm-hmm.
like, girl, would you still be eating snacks if somebody broke in? And I thought, yeah, because my nerves would be shot. I would take the snacks with me wherever I was gonna hide. I
To be
would
fair,
grab them
I probably would
snacks.
have an instinct to eat some snacks too.
Right, I had the
Gotta
snacks in
calm
that thing
myself
thing.
down.
Just because I
Eat
was
my
like,
comfort food real quick.
I I would. I would. Uh, Yeah, because I have thought about that. I've also practiced how to, I think it's silent. I don't know if it really is. Slide out of the bed
Nope.
so that, you know, now I do realize can't hide under the bed. Not because, oh, you can't get back up to it. No, because everybody knows to look first under the bed at this point. Like, but I'm like, I can't. The bed is so high. I can't. And I'm like, and I have stuff on the side of my bed because I have fallen out of the bed trying to get up regular. Um, that I could do it. But if I try to get like in a hurry and hop, oh, I'm getting caught. I'm getting caught. They're gonna hear me.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
I used to practice
Okay.
getting out of the bed. My mom always took naps because she worked nights, and I'd have to lay down with her, and I freaking hated it. Like, what kid wants to take a nap, right? So I
Yeah.
would wait until I swore she was like dead asleep, and I'd have to try to crawl out of the bed and hope that I wasn't making too much noise. Go downstairs, break into the freezer, eat all the popsicles. I did it every day.
See, and like as a teenager, the house that we were in, my milk dud head ass brother figured out there was a little bit of a baseboard going up the steps,
Uh
right?
huh.
If we went on the step, because those steps creaked, and my parents did not fix the creak on the step. As a child, I was like,
Hmm.
oh, they're cheap. But then as an adult, I was like, oh, that's how they knew when we were coming up and down the steps and if we missed curfew.
Yep.
Because their room was in the back, and I was like, ah. The only reason I knew the steps creaked is because one time I wasn't trying to like sneak up on my brothers or anything, but you had to walk up the steps. At the top of the steps, you went straight ahead. There was my room. One side, depending on how my brothers wanted to be, was either the
Hmm.
game room and then my brother's room on the other side, or sometimes they'd swap the game room over to the other side. Why? I didn't give a damn. I didn't give a damn. As long as they took my desk and stuff to wherever they was I didn't care. And my parents
Right.
really didn't care what we did with those rooms upstairs as long as they were clean and nothing fell through downstairs onto them. So I was walking up one day and they were like, "Why are you making all that noise? What? She can't hear." So he figured out if we like put our feet, well, it was like a little bit of their foot on the baseboard, we could get up and down the steps and not make any noise. Well, I don't know what my milk dud head ass brother did, but he pissed all of us off because he ain't never been loyal to us. Okay, he would throw us under the bus for 50 cents and a bite of a honey bun. Okay, um,
He was quick.
especially if a pretty girl sneezed next to him. All right, so he did something. We get back at him. And I don't even think I was involved. I think he drugged me into it. And I was just like, I don't even know what's going on, but don't go to sleep. So then he snitched to my dad about what was going on. He didn't tell the rest of us we snitched. Now keep in mind, he came up with this. He didn't say it. And he did it more times than the rest of us, right? I just use it to sneak down to get into my mom's bookshelves, to
Right.
get books I wasn't supposed to have. Like there were books like shelves that she was like, "Yeah, you can borrow a book from." I was sneaking down there to get books I wasn't supposed to get. Shocker, right? Real big shocker. Um,
Big
so my
shocks.
one brother, yeah, my one brother snuck downstairs and goes to slowly open the door to come out. You wanna know what we forgot in all of our escapades? The door leading up the steps to our rooms, the lock was on the other side,
Oh.
and it was like a hook lock. It wasn't just, oh, you locked the door. No, so you could turn the knob, you had no clue, and then it would open just a little bit. And yeah, as
Then
soon
the
as it
lock
opened,
catches. Whoop.
my dad slipped a note through. No more sneaking in and out for y'all. Looked at my brother, and then you could see his face just sunk. Yeah, you set yourself up too, homie. I
It
definitely mastered sneaking
was
in
like,
and out
damn,
at all
homie. In
hours
high school, you
by
was the
age
man,
13.
homie.
Sabrina, look at you out and about. See, I wasn't sneaking in and out the house. I would sneak up and down the steps, but not in and out the house. There was one time I didn't sneak out the house. I was sneaking back in the house. Why was I sneaking back in the house? I don't even remember. But yeah, but it didn't work out. Because I came through the bathroom door and broke the sink.
I was sneaking out of my house. My friends would sleep over my house so they could sneak out of the house and go run off and see their boyfriends. None of my friends' parents like my parents, I don't think. In retrospect, now I think about it shit as an adult. I'm like, yeah, I think they thought my parents were problematic.
Here's the thing. I was very much an adult when I realized people were actually sneaking out the house. I thought it was just something that happened on movies and TV shows. I didn't think that people were actually doing it. I also found out as an adult that people I knew were sneaking in and out the house. Nobody told me. And when I asked, like, why did y'all say that? They were like, you weren't coming. Okay, but I thought y'all would at least told me for research purposes so I knew that it was real. Y'all sat here
Right.
listening to me, but I just thought it happened in TV shows and on there. And
I
two,
would
where
I
my
would climb
room
out my
was,
window, crawl off the little porch, hang down the side, and jump down into the driveway.
yeah, see,
Ev-
my room faced the front of like the whole street, and that house
Yeah, I was
was
lucky.
top of a hill.
My bedroom was on the other side of the duplex. We had a duplex, but our side of the house had 3 bedrooms. So one of the bedrooms was like technically supposed to be part of the house next door, but they made it so it would be a 3 bedroom and a 1 bedroom. And so my bedroom was the one that was over the living room next door, which happened to be my grandmother's living room. And she swore up and down I was always sneaking out. And she was right, but nobody could ever catch me. Like I would be hanging off the porch and she'd be in the living room. I don't know how she missed me. Like she would tell my mom, I saw her sneaking out. My mom wouldn't believe her. Like,
Yeah, see, I never did, but see, my room faced the front, and then there was like, if I was to come out of my window, it sloped down. That part of the
yep.
roof sloped down. Then there was like a plantation style front porch with the lid over that. But like I said, everybody on the street could see because we sat at the top of the hill. Our house was like the first house that was built on that street. But then there was concrete. So even if I did a hang drop, I already got a bad leg. And I ain't that tall. And it was like a good drop. Like, no.
Yeah,
Like,
with the
and the
no tall, no
concrete,
show
there
leg.
wasn't much, yeah, there wasn't much concrete for me to drop. If I swayed a little bit, then I'm hitting the concrete, either the concrete steps going down the steps or the wooden
Yep.
steps going up into the front door. So, like, for me, it
Mm.
didn't make any sense. And then I'm looking at the rest of the house and how it's made up. I'm like, there's no way. Then I found out my brothers were sneaking in and out the house when we were having a conversation because my dumbass parents thought that I was the one sneaking out. And why did they think? They saw footprints before they had the deck built in the back of the house.
Uh-huh.
And I said, did y'all look at the size of the footprints? Did y'all look at the pattern of the footprints
Right.
to determine who it was? I said, not to mention, okay, because they were going in and out of the kitchen window. I said, okay, technically, could I have climbed up on the sink and gotten out on the counter onto the sink and gotten out? Yeah. I said, but how would I have
Right.
gotten back in? I'm not tall enough to have been able to climb back in the kitchen window. I didn't have enough.
There was-
I didn't have enough height, and there was nothing out there that could have got me. Plus, again, where the kitchen sink, where the kitchen window was, we had like castle steps going into our basement, so it
Uh-huh.
was windy, but it was pretty much right there. You had to be almost 6 feet or over 6 feet to get
Yeah.
in and out. And I looked at my parents like, y'all were stupid. Y'all thought that I was the wayward child.
The only way I was able to get back inside the house was because underneath all the windows, my mom had like a big potted plant, and in front where the living room was, there was a shelf sticking off of one of the windows for the heavy ass air conditioner that was in there during the summertime. And so in the wintertime, I would jump on the potted plant, jump up onto the shelf, slide the window open, and sneak back into the house that way. And then in the summertime, when that big ass air conditioner was there, I'd have to sneak in on the dining room side, which was extra tricky because my parents' bedroom was right above the dining room. So I'm like, and this is the whole neighborhood could see. There were times where there was people watching me like, look at this bitch get in the window, go, go, cheering me on and stuff. I'm like, oh
Sabrina's like, I
no.
would have got you all addicted to sneaking out for sure. First of all, I would have snuck out with Sabrina. Because one, Sabrina would have been like, I'll get you snacks. Okay. Now, would I have snitched? Nope. Because by the time I would have realized we did something wrong, we probably would have been graduated from high school.
Right.
Because in my mind, my friend wouldn't have got me in any trouble. If she said, girl, come on. Book smart? Very much so. Good sense? Not so much. Not so much. But yeah, I had no idea people were like legitimately sneaking out.
Right.
I also found out that there were people that I went to high school that had fake IDs and were sneaking into clubs. My mother, for the longest time, thought that I had a fake ID. No, again, I thought that was just something in the movies. I did not know it was real life. I had never heard anybody talk about it. And then when the conversation came
That's
up,
like, I don't know
my
where to get
mom,
a fake ID from. I didn't
yeah,
know
I was
those were
like,
real.
I didn't know the first thing about getting them. And then she was like, well, I thought you would have made them. With
Oh,
what?
I made my own
Like
fake
back in the
ID.
day where you had like the laminated ID. I'm like, now I need y'all to keep in mind, this is before computers, before everything. Um, we did have like a copier, a fax machine, and all that in the house before we got a computer and everything. And during
Yep.
dial up, we had a computer, but ours was centrally located in the house, which was smart of my parents to keep an eye on what we were doing. No, we didn't have the internet like we have it now, but those chat rooms got wild. And my mom was the one predominantly on the computer because and on the fax machine because she was going to learn the ins and outs before she really let us jump into anything.
Right.
Completely understand. And yes, I was learning basic coding and all that stuff back then when it was just starting out. But I was like, it never dawned on me. And I'm like, how would I have done that? And when later on in life, I talked to people who did make fake IDs, and I'm like, how were y'all getting this? And where were you
I was
finding it? Like, but
I
yeah, I was
scanned
like, no.
my ID into the I scanned my ID into the computer, and I held my credit card, it was a phone card. I held the phone card up to the screen, shaped the rectangle to the phone card, printed it out, cut it out, glued it to the phone card, took clear nail polish, painted over the front of it so that it would have that shine, and that shit worked. I used
Oh,
that
wow.
shit for like 2.5, 3 years.
No, like there was now I'm not gonna lie. There was a period of time I was over 21. Um I accidentally threw my license away in the garbage. Let me explain to you what
Oh
happened.
no.
I went to McDonald's
Nightmare.
and just tossed everything, changed everything in the bag. Was driving, got frustrated with my mom. Got home, just threw everything away. It didn't dawn on me until after not only the trash was taken out of the house, it was collected. So
Right.
it wasn't even like, oh, I could go outside and get it. And I
Nope.
had to go
You were
somewhere and I
hit.
had to show ID. I just took my mom's ID.
Nope.
Because
Because
we
you
had the
look like
exact,
her.
and nobody questioned it. Nobody looked like it didn't dawn on them the age difference. None. Only time it did one time, was me and my mom had went somewhere and I had both of our IDs with me. Oh,
Uh-huh.
we went to the theater and we were to have drinks and stuff, and I had like a little clutch and my mom didn't want to carry a purse. Okay, fine. And I forgot to give her back hers. She had sent me to the store to get her a pack of cigarettes. No, I was
Yep.
coming home from work and she told me to get her a pack of cigarettes. They didn't have her cigarettes at the grocery store that I was working at the time. So I was like, oh, it's okay. Cut across the parking lot, there was like a little teeny tiny convenience store. So I was like, I was walking home, I wasn't driving. I'll just stop there. They
Yep.
know me as well. And the lady was like, oh, I need ID. Had never seen this cashier before. Not thinking, I just pulled it out of my wallet. And she goes, this isn't yours. And I'm like, oh, I said, my bad. Here's my one. And she looked and she's like, do you mind it? And she looked at both of them. And I was like, yeah, I said, I wasn't trying to pull anything. Me and my mom were out, forgot that I had her, and just, pulled it out. So,
Right. Like I wasn't trying to trick you, I promise.
yeah, I was just like, no. But I was like, I never technically got I was like, I didn't think about any of that. But my mother, because I realized something the other day that the biggest trick going on in the United States, so many people think that because they did something, other people did, especially their children. And I'm like, if you ain't never taught your children about, how would they know? Like the things that my mother concocted in her head that I just had to have done. No. And then
Right.
finding out that, oh, my brothers were definitely doing that. And I'm like, how did y'all figure out to do that?
Right.
Like, what kind of time was y'all spending to come up with this shit? Like, I don't know. Like,
What kind of devious mind is coming up with
yeah,
this
and I
shit?
had one brother that was like, yeah, everybody does that. And he's listening to all this. And I was like, I have
It's like I didn't do
Never.
it.
Like, y'all really out here thinking that I did? Yeah. When did this become a thing? And they're like, well, you saw it in the movie. I thought that was something just in the movie. And it's like, you didn't think people were doing it in real life? No, because I'd never even heard a conversation about it. Like, there are things like drugs. I knew drugs existed outside of movies and TV shows because I'd heard
Right.
people have conversations about it. People explain to me, like, oh, we're not going to see Mr. Such and Such or Miss Such and Such anymore because of this, that, and the other. Stuff like that. I ain't never heard nobody say that they was sneaking out to do nothing. And
Damn.
evidently, it must have been real easy to sneak out of my grandparents' house because all my cousins was like, yeah, we snuck out. 32 cousins. Yes, 32. Who until recently thought that I was sneaking out the house with them too. They thought that on the nights that we were spending the night at grandma and granddaddy's house, when they were sneaking out, that I was too. I was in the bed.
That's like I was
asleep.
Bitch, I was asleep. That was where I was supposed to be. Innocent as hell, sleeping, okay?
Right. I was like, we would take our little baths, go to sleep, get all cozy. And I had the best pajamas at my grandma's house, right? Because I used to love going shopping with her. And they may have been grandma pajamas, baby. They may have been old lady pajamas, but them things was comfortable. I wish they bring them back. Like the true
right. Them long nightgowns and shit. Yep.
Yeah. You didn't need a robe with them or nothing. And they felt like a good hug. And I don't know what it was, but they were temperature changing. Like you could wear the same thing in the summertime and you'd be like, oh, you got to be hot. You wouldn't be though. You would be cool as a cucumber, but then warm in the wintertime. I take my good bath. My grandma make me some warm milk with a touch of vanilla, baby. I was out. I didn't know that they were sneaking out.
But knocked out.
Because my one cousin was like, yeah, I just want to say thank you for never telling on us for sneaking out. I was like, girl, quit playing with me. You ain't sneak out of nowhere. Yeah, we did. We were in the same room when we went to sleep. She's like, girl, I was fully dressed underneath that and I left. I thought you left 10 minutes later. You put clothes on underneath. And I was disgusted. Like you had outside clothes on underneath your neck. I was not paying attention to the
like that itself was an abomination. Okay, that's like, your outside clothes. Why are you in bed with the outside clothes on?
Right, like she's sneaking out the house. I'm missing that important. And then I'm mad because we're sharing a bed, and I'm thinking like, and you came back with outside clothes and got it. But then I now understand why they were all so tired the next day at church.
Right.
I was like, so that I thought
because they were out all night doing shit they had no business doing.
I forgot. If you go all the way to the basement of my grandparents' house, there's the regular garage door, but there was another door off to the side. That's how they were getting in and out. Because just like I forgot about it, I guess all the other adults forgot about it. Because it's like, wait a minute. Unc had a fully furnished bedroom downstairs. Now, sometimes that was his bedroom. Sometimes, again, it started off as a playroom for us grandkids, and then it was like a TV game room / whatever. And I was like, okay, y'all putting too much energy and effort into getting out. And mind you, my grandparents' house was on the corner with a big old street light there.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma's best friend lived across the street. And they was like, well, evidently everybody went to sleep when you went to sleep.
That was like our house. And I hated it in the wintertime because you were on the corner, you had two sidewalks. To shovel, okay, plus a driveway. I hated it in the wintertime with that house on the corner. I swear. Yeah, but you could see everything. You could see everybody coming. Like it was the spot to be. But yeah, when it came time to shoveling,
closest to their house, there was no sidewalk. There was a sidewalk across the street. Now that I didn't like because if we had to park like at events at my grandma's house and like the family always gathered there, depending on what time you guys, you had to park on the side. You had to walk I had to because I wasn't walking through the grass in my good shoes.
Right.
Okay. My shoes wouldn't get there. Walk all the way around to go around. Now it would irritate my parents. Just go walk, and the side of their house it like sloped down the hill. Just walk down the hill. Go to hill. Go there. I'm not sliding down, get no grass stains on me.
You
And you
fucking missed a
said you're
step
not
and
buying
roll.
me no new shoes again. Right. And I'm like, I be done fell underneath a car. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Breaking too. You had the side of, so you had the front yard on one street, you had the front yard on the other street. I had the
Yep.
backyard too. Oh, it was crazy. All the grassy patch between the sidewalk and the street, like all of that.
And
Oh,
then to my raggedy cousins, it was like, you're so spoiled by grandma. Or they try to act like my grandparents spoiled them. Um, when who got their license, first of all, I didn't even want to drive till I was 20. Well, I didn't have a choice until I
mm-hmm.
was 24. Because people was like, we're not driving you around anymore. Well, screw you. I'll get my own car. But when I got my car, my hot pink Geo Tracker, yes, granddaddy did pull the car up just a little bit so that I could park right in front of the house. Okay. I wasn't walking from up and down the street. I wasn't parking
Right.
on the side of the house. Yes. Plus I earned it. Well, know how I earned it? That man liked White Castle coffee, black, and then a box of hush puppies from Captain D's. Good thing
There
that
you
White
go.
Castles and Captain D's was side to side on the way to their house from my house. And yes, I would bribe him with it. I'm not above
Captain
bribing people. I'm
D.
not. And they knew as soon as I would come in, you here for your grant? Yep. Just like there was a Frisch's Big Boy restaurant before they would just sell you cups of ice. If you brought your own bag, they would fill it up with the good crushed ice. I would get that from my mom. Because I pulled in and they
Right.
were like, because they would only charge if I brought my own bag, they would only charge me $1. Then they started charging $1 a cup. I see what you did there. Because other people started realizing what I was doing is they started doing it. But yeah, it got to the point where
Right.
they knew my car and I'd pull around. Hey, y'all, hey. Yeah, I will. I'm not above bribing somebody to get what I want.
Right.
I'm not above it. Okay, well, might as well. This is the last one that I have from this. How it took us what 2 months to get down this list of stories.
Right. It took a long time.
Alrighty, so uh there's nothing on here. It's just, I guess we just start. I am 17F and my sister, 21F, was always a rebellious child but never got in trouble. Our grandfather left us both funds for college in his inheritance. The only catch was to actually go to college. My sister was the party animal and she got pregnant at 18. My parents took care of everything and she still lives with us with no father in the picture. I wanted to start looking for colleges now to be better prepared, but turns out I have no money left. I am literally sobbing while writing this. My parents took my entire money and gave it to my sister, but she's still living at home. You know what? I raised the issue on Christmas, and I'm being blamed for ruining Christmas and not loving my niece or my sister. I told them, yes, I really hate each and every one of them. I feel like an
Oh,
asshole for that. Don't feel like an asshole. I would hate them too. They better be glad
shit.
you just saying you hate them, cause I know some kids that if you do that, they'd have burnt the house down with everybody in there on Christmas. So hey, kudos to you, but
Right.
you didn't do that. My parents have offered 10K in exchange to calm me down, but the amount was literally 80K. Wait a minute. So the sister got 80. Wait a minute. So they both got college funds. So that's $160,000. And she's still living in the house. Oh no.
Right.
They are now telling me
Right.
that I'm greedy. How you greedy? You am I the
Damn.
asshole? Should I take what they're offering me right now? Because according to them, this is what they've got. No, sue them. That was in an inheritance. So there's paperwork. Sue them.
Right. Right. I agree with Taz. That's wild. My parents spent all their money on my sister's college too. They didn't save any for me. I totally
I'm
feel this. I
fortunate.
totally feel this in the soul right now. Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck
I'm
all of them.
fortunate that I got scholarships. Now, my brothers have some student loans, and I have some brothers that did not complete college because my parents spent our college fund, and they got away with it because most people forgot that we had a college fund.
Right. The
And by
little
the
stint
time
I
I
did was
started,
on a scholarship too. I just
yeah,
didn't. I crashed out hard. Yeah.
when I started college, and the first 2 years, everything was covered except for my books. My
Oh,
papa,
okay,
my mom's
cool.
dad,
Yep.
and my granny used to drink the Sanka instant coffee. So when they got done, he'd clean out the containers, and all of his change from work he'd dump in there, dump in there, dump in there.
Yep.
So it was pretty clear they had spent the money. I don't know if they spent it on vacations, bills. I don't know what they spent it on. I just know
Right.
they
They
spent
just
it.
didn't have it for you anymore
Um,
to go to school with.
he showed up with a
Damn.
bunch of the Senko. Yeah, they brought up with a bunch of the Senkas, gave it to me. It was like, here, use this for whatever for school. I just had to count it, roll it. This is before the machines at the grocery stores we could do it. To the person at Du Bois bookstore at the University of Cincinnati that day, the used bookstore, because I'm a penny pincher, baby. Shout out to you for not shaming me when I came in and paid with rolls of quarters because I needed to get books. I did not have time to go to the bank and convert it into paper money and make it
Right.
before they closed out. Plus, I got immediately accepted into one of the hardest schools at the University of Cincinnati, McMicken Arts and Sciences. The classes that
Right.
I was taking, technically, they were like third, fourth year student classes. So I had to get those books quickly. They were going to be gone super quickly. So shout out to that person for not shaming me for coming in with the quarters. Now, to the wench that was behind me, to my paying with that, and you have a designer bag.
And and
First of all,
fuck
girl
off.
top, that bag wasn't my bag. That was my granny's bag that I borrowed to put all of my coins and stuff in there. Because at the time, I didn't have a bag big enough for all of the
Right.
rolls of coins that I had that I felt secure enough wouldn't fall out the bottom. But yeah, even if I did, I still paid for hundreds of dollars in books in cash. I did notice that your check didn't get cleared, wench. Yeah, I still
Right?
remember all these
Like,
years
oh,
later.
look at you. Stuck at the counter. Looking
Yeah, and
stupid because
those
you
were the
the check
times of
down.
the days of the blue books.
Mm-hmm.
The way they nickel and dime you in college. Like you get more things quote unquote for free in public school than you do at
Right.
college where you're paying more to be there. Like you would think you would get more. Like you should show up to college and have supplies handed. Like there should be a check-in for you to get a backpack and everything for the amount that you're paying. But I'm like, yeah, when that's why I chuckle with the parents that are like complaining about school supplies now, baby, when you have to outfit a dorm or if your child doesn't live on campus, but all of the little bitty things that you have to pay for.
Mm-hmm. I wound
Yeah.
up inking out after like almost 3 years, and then I had a class that I screwed up in, and I wound up was gonna have to pay a lot of money for it, and I didn't have the money, so I wound up dropping out. But I
I
was a double major for paralegal studies and social work because a lot of the classes
uh
were the same. There was only like six class difference to double major in both at the end. And I was like, oh, I could do that, but obviously I didn't. I had high aspirations.
nice.
Okay, it is what it is.
No, there was
But my
one
student
there
loans
was one professor.
the loans got forgiven.
Yay. See, there was one
Yes.
professor that months into my freshman year,
Mm-hmm.
I almost gave up on college because of this professor. I almost did. This one was giving me the blues, and it was an English professor. She was giving me the blues, and I this woman made me feel like I was illiterate. Like she made me feel like I had no comprehension skills, that I could not write my name, okay?
Right.
And I was doing everything. I was going to the office hours. I was making the corrections that she did. Now, mind you, in high school, I was a PIDEA major, critical thinking English heavy major, right?
Uh huh.
My por- two of my portfolios changed the standards for writing assignments for the entire Cincinnati Public School District.
Damn.
So I'm sitting here like, okay, I've been over here with college professors. My papa was a college professor at that point in time. I've sat and talked to them, written things like, what is the issue? She goes on maternity leave. Her replacement. Yeah, my professor was just racist. Um, because I had went to class. I was in tears. I got there early, and had my little withdrawal slip. I was going to withdraw from that class, um, and I was going to hold on to that slip till the next day and decide if I was going to continue on with school. And when I went to talk to
Right.
her fill in for that moment and was like, "Oh, well, who are you? I'll look up your paper, so I can, if you're going to withdraw, I'm going to give you all of your stuff here, blah, blah, blah," and looked and was like, "Wait a minute, this is correct. This shouldn't have been marked here." Then it
Oh,
turned into, "Oh, wench, I got a point to prove now. I got a point to prove."
right.
Hey, General Gambit. Well, so again, another solid happy birthday with the outdoor Habibichi for Jen. And Jen and Angry will join us again tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. Next week. Do not forget to meet up with General Gambit and the Angry IT Nerd tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. I forgot my brain these past couple days. For Rules of Nerdquisition out here on these GCPR streets. And tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central for the Villain's View. We have a great guest. Knick-Knack is what you can find her as. That's what she calls herself over on TikTok. If you love someone and you love watching racists get owned and put in their place, she is the lady for you.
Okay.
She's been with us before. Actually, I think it's been it's over a year. She was with us last year in July. It was a rocking good time. You'll love her. You'll love her. You'll love her. She's a great time. Um, and for others, I got a little something for y'all. Um, I know I got some information that I got to get out to some people. I will have it out to you as soon as I get back from church tomorrow. All right. All right. Um, yeah. Sorry, reading the message that popped up on my screen. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's all. I'm forgetting something. Oh, in 30 minutes, I'm going to do Taz Church Mode. Yes, I'm going to. Um in about 30 minutes, I think I'm just gonna do like a laid back little vibe out live session with y'all over on TikTok. You want to come over, chit chat, jump in, talk, yada yada. So, as always, thank y'all for joining us on the Porch of No Judgment. I mean, y'all can't judge us, but we will definitely judge y'all.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming to join us.
Oh, and don't forget, we're going to finish out Taz Roulette on Monday.
Okay.
There was so much happening. And if y'all ask nicely, maybe Jess will make time to join us.
On Monday, I'll be there. That's cool.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Finish out the
it's
roulette wheel. See what we got on there.
I'm afraid because there's two more I got to go in and put back up there because they didn't fit because you only get so many slots back here backstage.
Yep.
I think there's two more. I got to put them up there so I don't get them confused with Mondays. Oh, also there will be a continuation of Flag on the Play on Monday for Sound of Coffee. It'll still be Misunderstanding and Furniture Moving, but there were some flags that we did not get to. I have them on the list. We got them for
Finish them out and then boom, do the rest of the show.
yeah,
I like that idea.
yeah. The people who
Yeah.
submitted, I tried to get as many of them in there as possible. We ran out of time, so yeah. Gotcha. Alrighty, y'all be good. Go touch something. Maybe yourself, maybe some grass. I don't know. But be good.
Smoke some grass.
Right. Be good or be good at it. Bye, y'all.
Bye.